Hi, everybody. So, if you're watching this after it gone live, bear with me here because I'm waiting for more people to come in, and then we'll get right into it. Give me about 10 minutes or so. Hopefully, you are doing well. Want to welcome you all back. If you're new or if you haven't been to the channel before, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Helps the analytics grow on this channel, and I do mean that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to readjust the screen here because it looks like I'm looking away from the microphone. Well, actually, I'm looking at you guys. The camera's right there, so we'll just do it like that. Okay. So while we're waiting, remember you can also comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of the episode, and we'll go from there. I am going to be paying for a full version, so you won't see that StreamYard logo anymore, but kind of like the bird, the duck. It kind of looks cool. But anyways, getting off topic. So to the 1 minute. So anybody else that comes in live, oh well. If you are watching this, thank you so much for sticking around. So I'll get into what's going on. The studio here at VA3FUC, other channel, which is also CMP, my 3D printing stuff. I'm going to be merging a little bit of that in here because there's going to be a couple things going to be printing that's exclusive for a radio. I did happen to get the G90. It came in, and we finally went out. We did some tests with it. Works great. We were able to hear a lot of stations. We weren't able to make any contacts. Unfortunately, the first 2 days we took the thing out, it was freezing cold outside, so we weren't able to make any contacts yet. But we did test it with the battery. We found some places where we can do a couple test runs, and we're going to try that once the weather gets better. Right now in Ontario, we're now in a reset or a break system, as they put it. So everybody's in the gray zone with very weird changeover. It's not like a lockdown, but it's kind of like a lockdown. It's really hard to explain. But anyways, the parks we wanted to go to, they were locked up. So we couldn't go into those parking lots and use them for what we wanted to do. Really, I really kind of just scratch my head because it's like you want people to get out, you want us to get some exercise, but you close down the parks. It doesn't make sense. Like literally, it doesn't make sense at all. But anyways, so we got out. We found a couple places where we're going to try setting up radio, and we'll see what happens. We might make some contacts. We might not. We're just waiting for the warmer weather to finally get here. Mid-April is what we're hoping. During that time, I'm going to take a look at the G90 and do a video on parts that you might want to print for the G90. Just ideas and thoughts. Because honestly, guys, I hate to say it, but if you're into amateur radio, you might want to get yourself into understanding 3D printing. There's a lot of prints out there that I could go over right now, but I'm not going to do that in this video. But what's going on with the channel? And this is more of a status. What happened here? I had a leak and flooded the basement. That's why I haven't been doing anything. I've been repairing stuff that's got flooded. I've been fixing anything that's broken. And we're just getting everything back to normal. I finally got my printers up and running again. They weren't wrecked by the water, thank God, but some filament got wrecked in the water, so I had to dry that stuff out. I had to do some other work around the house, just clean up the mess that happened because this basement got flooded. About that much water was on the floor. Just give you an idea. It wasn't enough that it was going to affect anything, but still water, and it had nowhere to drain to. That's an issue. So basically, I was mopping up everything, cleaning up everything, making sure whatever was on the floor got off the floor, ended up in the drying room, and everything that was drying. We also had another issue where everything had to come into the dry room. That's where my printers are, how my equipment is in that same room, and everything is just in there now. Yeah, it happens. But it's all dried out now. Hopefully, we'll be able to get some video done and get some stuff shot soon and get back into a regular basis of episodes. But I wanted to let you guys know what was going on because, well, let's face it, this channel's been growing so much. And I want to thank you all for helping out the channel to grow. You know, hitting like buttons, commenting, even just hitting that subscribe button really does help the channel grow. And I want to thank every one of you that has hit that subscribe button. I know who you are. And some of you I don't know because I don't get reports. YouTube likes to let us know who and who what subscribes. It's an email that comes out every couple weeks or something like that. And it just gives you an amount of who subscribed, what's their names, and everything else. So it's kind of cool when I see that. I'm actually thinking of setting up another Patreon account specifically for VA3FUC. I have some gear that's going to be coming out soon. It's going to be under a different name, of course. But I want to make sure that these prints and what I'm doing is going to funnel money back into the channel, so that money can be used to, grow the channel. Like get more radios in to play with. Maybe pick up another couple radios. I'm actually looking at maybe getting a Anytone 878 plus. And while I have the 878, this is going out to a friend. She wants to have a look at the Alliance HD1 and see how good the radio is. So I'm more than happy enough to do that with her. But it's been kind of an interesting run. I must admit, I'm happy with everything that's been going on. I'm happy with you guys. I want to thank you so much once again for helping this channel grow. So while I'm trying to clean up everything and get this thing back together again, like I said, I'm going to be taking some videos. I might do some 3D printing stuff, like I said, once again, to talk about, printing parts for radios. If there's anything that you guys can think of that you would like to see a video that involves 3D printing, hey, hit me down below. Let me know, because honestly, I think everybody that's into, building radios, doing this type of stuff is going to find 3D printing a very handy thing to do. I mean, I'm constantly going on websites to look for new parts to print for the G90, which is in my bag over here. I'm actually looking at building some parts, maybe build some stands for the for recoil, so that, if it's a windy day and that wants to tip this way or that way, it has supports that I can put into the ground, lock the legs into, so it can't move. And that is something I'm actually working on right now. I haven't figured out how I want to do it. I just got some rough ideas drawn up on a piece of paper, and it's just like, okay, well, will it work? Because I got to think about wall thickness. I got to think of strength. I got to think of the stress levels that go to this, that go to into building something like this. So it's a little bit of work. But other than that, it's going to be something I'm going to start implementing a little bit more into the channel, because it brings what I do, which is 3D printing, on my other channel, VA, which is CMP, and gives you guys a feel of what I bring to the table when it comes to this amateur radio end. Because I don't think there's enough of us talking about 3D printing as a way to open. I have watched a little bit of the Modern Ham talk about 3D printing, and his video was okay. He mostly talked about, building parts for the UV5R, which I was like, it was just like, yeah, I understand what you're doing. It's an episode just so you can throw in an episode, but I want to throw in an episode that really covers deep of what I like doing and why 3D printing, I feel, is something that a ham should look into, at least. It's a growing hobby. That's for a fact. I know every time I log on to CMP, I have like about 2-3 more emails from other people that say, hey, thanks for what you do. I appreciate it. I just bought my new printer. So there's something there. So it's growing. some of the guys I know, was it the 3D printing nerd? I think he's going to hit a new milestone soon. I think he's going to hit the million, and that's amazing. So there is a lot of that crossover that I'm going to start bringing back and forth. But other than that, like I said, like the comments down below. Let me know what you guys want to see. I'll try to make it happen. I'm actually looking at maybe picking up another radio and going into the GD90, I think it is. The GD77. Can't remember the name of the radio. But apparently that community has really opened up. I'm going to be doing some research on some other radios. One of the radios I am looking at right now is the Revelus RT3S. It's a radio that one of my people in our club picked up, and I want to show them how to get an address book loaded in that. If that's something you guys want to see, let me know, and I'll be more than happy enough to show you guys how to put an address book and why an address book is so important, or what a CVS file is. And we can go from there and talk about why is this important? Why do we need more of these? And, we'll work on something. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank you for sticking around. And like I said, content is coming. It's just been the luck of the draw, the tip of the iceberg, you get my idea. When it rains, like I said, man, when it rains, it pours. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. And once again, thanks for sticking around.